Right, hi all. As you can see, I'm back in the shed. I've been given a couple of days leave over the weekend, which has been fantastic. So naturally, I've come straight back into the environment that makes me feel most comfortable. So whilst I've got a couple of days, I thought I'd try and catch up because I've been really missing doing the tinkerings and bits and bobs on the bikes. Today, I think, today's a beautiful day out there. I'd really like to go for a ride, but there's a considerable amount of zopiclone and diazepam in my system, which I don't think is going to be conducive to a safe riding experience. So I'll just operate power tools instead. Now I've been thinking, and it might or might not work. We're waiting on a few bits for Jen's bike at the moment to get that going, so that's just on hold. Although I keep thinking that the Bonnie is finished, there's always the odd tweak. That's just the way it is. So today I'm looking at maybe, although I've put the stock controls back on there, the stock foot controls, I'm thinking I might try, and these are the foot pegs off the rear sets that I've taken off. I'm going to see if they're going to fit on. They will fit on, or whether or not they'll actually work well enough. Just because it'll be something a bit different, a bit more minimalist. And I am toying with the idea of a box of, I call this the Cafe Racer Xbox, not an Xbox, but esque box. I'll just unwrap it. Always tend never to throw anything out, but the old LSL clip-ons. I know it did me back in a bit before, but I'm still only 30. That's something. So I think I've got a few more clip-on years riding left. And I'm thinking with the Brat style sort of seat, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hoist the bike up. I'm basically just going to leave everything in situ, slacken the clamp bolts out, drop the forks, so I can just pop those on, keeping the bars in, and have a bit of a play around, because the seat's a bit lower than it was, different foot peg riding position, so all these sort of things are going to make differences. So yeah, it's just, I'm just filling time tinkering really, but I'll show you get the old camera off there. So we've got here, so that's the normal. Is that too dark for you to see? That's your stock Bonneville foot peg, which bolts. Hang on, let me get a torch. Which just bolts to this plate here. So I'm thinking, it looks a bit, less is more. Looks a bit trick. They were very nice and grippy when I had them on, although they are a fair bit shorter. Now the bolt that's in here, whether that's like a stud fixing, if I need to make that any longer, I'm not sure yet. So I think the first thing to do is just whip one of these off, bolt one of these on. I might have a bit of room to put a few extra spacers on if there's enough thread, and bring it out a bit more, and just see how that goes. So that's job number one. What else to report with all my thinking time? Jen's bits and bobs for the side mount are going really well. They've had a few coats of Hammerite. I'm going to give them a few more, go until the tin's empty. That's the front brace. Although now thinking with a lot of feedback that I got from the other videos, it might look nice just to lop those mudguard bits off, or we could keep them just in case, you know, if anyone's ever ridden a bike without a front mudguard on a really wet, crappy day, then it's not an awful lot of fun. So it might be nice to keep the option there. And I'm thinking of going for a side mount myself as well, trimming down the end, sort of the back end a bit more, and just having a side mount fixing there. So those are some of the plans that I've got in store for the moment. Just taking it a bit steady, but just put you back up there again. So I'm going to crack on with a few of those bits and show you what it looks like. But I've wanted to just say thank you so much for people that have dropped really encouraging messages and stuff. Don't want to use YouTube for, like, you know, any of the heart pouring kind of shit, but I've had a couple of ups and downs of late, and I can't begin to tell you how amazing it is when people just drop in a few comments. You don't need to do it, but you've done it, and it's made a world of difference. It's really great. That's why I'm back in the shed now, trying to keep busy, and I just wanted to say thank you very much. But I'll turn off for now so I can start having a play around, and well, we'll see what happens. Right, you join me back again. I've got one foot peg on, and I think it might possibly work actually, so let's have a look. There we go, so that's the other foot peg in. What I've done, I've added an extra spacer in there, plenty of thread on there. That's not even done up tight. I mean, that's just, you know, I could undo that with my hand. So I've still got a few turns to do, but I just wanted to sit on the bike and just see how that felt. So that's compared to the stock clunky item. It's moved the foot position slightly differently, because that's obviously got sort of an elbow in it. So it's let me think which way it would have been. That way, so it's kind of angled down a bit, but that's okay because I've got honking great size 10s, so that's fine. And I think I think that just looks quite nice on there. So I'm gonna have to rob the other spacer from where I stuck my tax disc holder. I think I used it in there, but as I've been reliably informed by everyone and actually done a bit of research myself, that tax discs will no longer be needed in October. So I'll probably just end up carrying that around in my pocket in the eventuality of getting stopped. But yeah, so that's the good one. More superb if you're ever doing little bits and bobs. I can't recommend the ratchet spanners sometimes enough for just getting into awkward areas. A useless bit of information there that I thought I'd just share with you. I got these with some vouchers that I got from B&Q, so they're Torx spanners. But yeah, sorry, waffling. But there we go. So I'll do the other side and then get the bike on the big red stand and probably drop the front down a little bit, I think is the next plan. So yep, check it out in a minute. Okay, here's just a quick interlude. I've got the 1 foot peg on the other side, and that's the sorry, bring it in like that's the other foot peg. And as I suspected, this one came off. It is just sort of kind of a stud fixing here. In the name of caution, I think I might have overdone the thread lock. As Del Boy always says, don't be a monkey boy. So I hadn't lent on it too hard, but the thread lock I've got it's the red stuff. I think that's the permanent one, and that bad boy wasn't shifting. So I'm now going to attempt. I've popped 2 nuts on the other threaded end. This is the theory anyway. That one will go in the spanner. Well, there's a couple of spanners here. That one, and the one that's holding the camera. That one will go into there. Then I shall get me 13mm to try and undo this one that's thread locked on, whilst holding the other kind of lock nut with the 12mm. So, obvious reasons again, it's going to be a bit tricky to do this with holding a camera, so I'm going to have to put this down, and I'll let you know if it works. Check that bad boy out. It did work. It worked an absolute treat. So for those of you that have been watching Del's other recent videos, or the interim ones between the bash plates, Jen was inspired and she's gone out and got me the tap and die set so I can clean these threads up as well. Fantastic. This was an Aldi job, so I don't know, the work zone stuff I've had from there before is for what you pay. This was like, I don't know, 13 quid I think. So I'll let you know how this gets on, but I won't film that, because if you want to see how it's done properly, check out Del Boy's channel, which I'm sure you've done anyway. So I'm going to clean all the crap off this and pop that back on. I'm running a little bit short on time. I forgot I've got a few other things to do today, so whether or not I get the clip-ons on, I might actually just take the yoke off. Anyway, I'm thinking aloud there, just trying to think of the quickest and easiest way of trying this out. But I did forget to show you. Oops, sorry for the dodgy camera work again. We'll need the old torch of doom. But after 3 months of waiting, my sister came to see me the other day for a visit in my my luxury spa surroundings. And actually, this is shit. I need to get far better light on this. And here it is, the LSL chain guard. That was the Christmas present. Took a little bit longer to come in, but yeah, I'm quite happy with that for a couple of reasons actually. The cutout that they have on theirs, obviously because I've gone up wider on the wheel, and I hadn't taken that into account when I chopped up the stock chain guard that was on here, and I had about 1.5 mil of clearance by the tyre, and here I've got bags of room, so that's, I don't know, just a little bit of peace of mind. It's alley, it weighs 1/3 of what the other one did, even after I hacked the bits off. Very nicely made. I made a couple of different changes. For some reason the mounting bracket, when it came, was sort of, and it hasn't been damaged, it's been folded inwards. I don't know if the scramblers or something else have changed, or the years have changed, or whatever reason. I certainly was going to wait another 3 months for another to go back, so that just went in the vise and had a slight tweakage to fit. And for those of you with a Bonnie, and depending where your exhausts are, that's usually, that mounting bolt's normally the Torx head ones, which is a pain. I've just changed that for a nice little short 8mm one, which means I can just quite easily get a spanner in there and remove that. So just all in all making life easier, but it's a bit dark, but yeah, there you go. Just thought I'd show you one of me bolt-on treats, late Christmas present. Right, so I'm going to clean my threads up, see how I get on with time, and see where we go from there. Sorry, just got to add this at the end. This is me tap and die set in action. I've just cleaned both ends of the threads, and I mean they were caked in red thread lock and just gunk and crap, and they are bang on. So if you're inspired by Del, but you're a bit I mean, I can't remember how much Dale said he got his for, but I was going to pick one up. I think it was the Harris one or something from like Toolmart, but yeah, this was Aldi for, I don't know. It might have been 18 quid or something. So yeah, just to let you know, if you do fancy one of these things and you've got an Aldi nearby, it might be worth popping in. So with that interesting tidbit of information, this is goodbye. Not goodbye, is see you later. Cheers. Turn off your cunt. Why the fuck's that not turning off? Stupid fucking thing. Fucking phone. Go on, time's wasting. Take the fucking battery out or something.